Okay, so this video is going to show you a sneak preview of the new UI. Let me first sign in to the module. And what you may notice if you are an existing customer is that we already immediately navigate to the projects folder, which I've been working on recently. So it remembers your settings, and if you're a developer, it's quite easy for you to do this. You don't have to click everything open; it's immediately going to that folder. Another thing which is quite nice, I think, is that you can adjust filters. So if you say, okay, I'm only interested in the files that I'm working on at the moment, you can select edit option like this as a filter. You can see that the filter is applied as well. And if you navigate between all the folders, you will notice that you will only get the files which are checked out by you. So that can be a very useful feature as well, which is new in the new UI. Now, what this is all about is all about flexibility. So you can now navigate between the modules from the same screen. And you also have the flexibility to adjust this any way you like. You can select the action buttons that you want to see. In this case, I've only selected these ones. I'm not interested in view, delete, or unlock because I never use those. And I've unchecked the CI because I'm not in that number. So basically, you can have your own way of working with PlatformManager in that way. Of course, when I'm going to change an application, I'm just clicking like there's the edit button, which means that ClickSense will be opened, allowing me to start changing, right? And that will be the same if you are using cloud, for instance. We can work for cloud and on-premise from the same implementation. If you go to cloud, to the cloud projects that we've defined here, and you would select to edit one of the cloud apps, then of course cloud will be opened, allowing you to sign into cloud and to do your work in the cloud version. Now, the information that we have available already for you is this. For instance, I can see the relations, like in this case, which extensions are being used, is the app used in a mashup, and what are the QVD files. So that is very useful. And we also have, of course, the overview promotion level. So here you can see where the app has been published to, what the initial versions are in the requirements, and what the state is. So well, that can be very useful. If you want to publish an app, you just have to give it a version number. That's already done by this one. And then you can simply press the promote. Now, promote, of course, you have to define things. But if you've promoted the app already once, then you can very easily use the auto promote function. So you can specify a comment. Or like that. Decide if you want to schedule this or run it immediately. And if you run it immediately, just click. And that is all you need to do, right? So, but even if you want to publish to a different server or different servers or different streams within a server, that's all possible. You can all do that using the auto promote, and then you get a message like in this case, well, successful. So that's a very easy way of publishing. Instead of using the 16 steps that you currently have to do, it's very easy to do it with PlatformManager. Some other things that you could do, of course, is you could look at the reports. So we have a lifecycle report here, which shows, in this case, I selected the data lineage. So here you can see where your data is coming from, right? And you can click on any of those blue boxes and to bring up the lineage for that specific application. You can also have a look at the lifecycle. So this is showing you everything that happened to an app from the beginning. So that can be very useful. You can then follow everything that's been done that has changed to the app. Who did it? When was it done? When was the version promoted to production? And so on and so forth. We know that auditors really love this. And then, of course, you have the structure and definition report, and that gives you complete insight in all the components of any app. You can look at all the visuals, the script, the sheets, everything which we have extracted from your apps is in here and is available for you to examine. Other features that we have, of course, are release management. So you can create releases. You can do that several ways. So you can do it from here. Create release of items, which means that if you do it here, then we will also automatically also include all the dependencies. So if you give this a logical name, like class release, August 2024. And I should say nice. Then the release is created. We see it over here, and now I can say, okay, I would like to see the items of the release. And then you can see the items which are in there. I can, of course, also select other items to be part of that release, and I can use this to go through the folder structure. So, for instance, if I go to the projects folder, I could say, okay, come in here. I want to add these apps to the release. And as you can see, you can also add Power BI apps. You can have ClickSense apps. You can have Excel sheets, whatever you like to. So that's all possible. And the benefit of having a release, of course, is that you can make sure that items are sticking together and they are always used together as well. So if you publish this and there's something wrong with one of the apps, then you can restore the entire release, which means you still have a consistent set of apps that work perfectly together. So that's a great benefit, which many of our customers really value. And what we also have is server items. In here, you can manage your extensions. You can manage your mashups, basically. If I just select an extension, I could also, of course, again, visualize the relations. So which apps are using this extension and what are the files that we need to actually build this extension. You could even create your own extensions here. You could edit an extension, right? You could change it. Of course, if it's your own extension, if it's a Click extension, you will not be able to change it. And that's the same for mashups. We also have the similar functionality here. So if I'm selecting like car production, I'll probably be able to see the relations here. So we can see all the apps which are providing visuals to the mashup as well. So there's a lot more to explain about the solution, but just wanted to give you a glimpse of the new UI and how this works. So I hope you liked it, and see you again in one of my other videos. Bye-bye.